Okay, and sorry, that was a phone call I had to take. That's my... Doesn't matter. So, Comcast rates I set at 50,000 because per my connection it just flows a lot easier than if I have it on 30,000 because when I put it on 30,000 sometimes I get some jumping, so I try to keep it on 50,000. You need to set it on whatever you have, which I know nobody uses dial-up anymore. If you're using dial-up to play Counterstrike, stop playing Counterstrike. For real. Just stop. But for me, if you're using DSL, you should probably set it at 30,000 or 25,000. But me personally, I've kind of jacked up my internet speed a little bit, all legal. So a little adrenaline in the internet line, I have to bump that up a little bit. Next, which going back to my mouse settings, of course. I used to play on 1.0. I prefer it take me because I'm very accurate as a player. What I like to do and what I used to do, which has changed a little bit, is one shot, one kill. One shot, one kill, which was easier with my old mouse. I was using a different mouse, Logitech, of course, gaming mouse, AMX. I forget which one it was. But with that one, I could possibly do a one shot, one kill. I prefer not to use the mouse drivers that come with the mouse, which I didn't used to prefer. With this one, I'm trying to work with it itself to try to get it, just the feel of it, because now moving forward, especially the gaming mice, they're going to have all the fancy things, but you want to try to cut that out as much as humanly possible itself. Let me see if I can remember what I play on. But anyway, I started at 1.0. I've gone to, I was up to 1.2, but now that I've boosted my graphics settings up, and I had more ground to cover, of course I had to boost up my sensitivity. I'm now on 1.4, which is okay with me. It feels pretty much the same, really. So it's just, I try to get a feel for it and see pretty much how it flows with me, and I had to go with that, and I'll tell you how I practice with that, so it's a little easier. But sticking with the configs only for right now. I bumped that up to 1.4, and then my zoom sensitivity for when I'm opping is 0.80. I've tried 0.85, I've tried 0.90, I've tried 1.0, and it just doesn't feel right to me. I want to be able to still aim real fast to my left if I have to, but still shoot accurately. That's the biggest problem, is that you have to stop and shoot, but still move at the same time. It's just something that you get over time. It just feels second nature to you. It feels smooth. So those are my settings for that. Nothing fancy other than that. I use a config to load also when I load up everything. And I think the name of it is, okay, my config is an FPS config to get more frames per second. It's done by ICEMO, ICEMO. Dare sent me one, an FPS, which I'm in the progress of testing out to see if it helps me out as well. But that takes out, my gun preview does not work, my bodies disappear, I see no sprays. It takes out all the little things that you take for granted, so it doesn't weigh you down. I shoot faster, I move a little faster, which the way my style is changing right now, I'm trying to get a brand new style. I used to be the one shot, one kill, but my mouse changed, so I'm trying to spray a little bit more when they're close up, but not too much, just a little bit. I'm trying to tap the crouch button when I do to give me just that little bit of accuracy with it. But if they're still far away, I still only do the one shot at the head, trying to kill them. I prefer to do it that way. That's how I personally do it. But in my latest, seriously, I'm from the South. You gotta forgive me. I use a DPI. I use 1000 DPI on my mouse. Polling rate is 500 megahertz. I'm at sensitivity 5, roundabout 5. My double click speed is in the middle. It's not really a big issue. My sensitivities, of course, the others I don't worry about, but that's what I normally play at. When I load Counterstrike, of course, I take away mouse acceleration. I stick to a standard frames per second. You want to try to sync that to your monitor, which I got 75 refresh rate for mine. Also, your computer, of course, is a huge factor. Everybody worries about the computer. That's only one factor in this whole game. Let me get to my device manager here. General, I'm using the I got a 3 gigahertz. I got 4 gigs of memory in this bad boy. The thing I did not do, of course, was I've got 4 gigabytes in each slot. I need to only have 2 gigabytes in 2 slots to speed up my computer. You think if you had 4 in your computer you'd be fast, but you're not, because the 1 gigs still does not flow as smooth as it's supposed to. It still takes forever. I just got a new video card, GeForce 9600 GT. I try to stay somewhat. I don't get the best of the best anymore. I used to. That is overkill for what I need to play on Counter-Strike. Anything else that I'm trying to play on here, I try to stick to my consoles now. Although I still got the World of Warcraft. I play EVE Online every once in a while. And I've got my Command and Conquerors on here. Pretty much your RTSs I still play on here. So I don't really need that much. I got Fallout 3 for the 360. I was going to get it for the computer, but I don't really kill my computer. Other stuff I do on here, of course, is I do some video editing. I put old VCR tapes on DVDs for people, just things of that nature. So, the game itself, how I warm up, of course, is in my next video installment. I can't keep these things too long because YouTube does not like that. So in my next video, I guess would be part 3, since technically this is part 2. I got interrupted with a phone call. I will go into how I warm up and how all that really goes. But that's pretty much my config. It's nothing fancy. A preloaded config, which I do auto exec. You know, my mouse settings, you know, my video card I use, the memory. Which the only thing that's important in that is that you worry about your registry on certain servers, but you got to remember it's that server. It could be your computer. It could be your internet connection. So don't always think that you suck when some of the things are out of your control. Which I'll go into how you warm up in the next video. Okay. So I'll be back in 1 second. Thank you.